live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Why, hi there. Happy Tuesday. I'm Ron Chuckett. Welcome to the program for this 16th day of November 2021. This is the first of 3 games on our Week 11 docket here on our NFL Pro Football Replay 84. It is the Steelers and the Bengals right now. It'll be the Bears and the Raiders, or the Rams rather, and I forget. Anyway, you get to see both LA teams this week. So it should be some dandy football. We start with 2 5-5 teams, the Steelers and the Bengals. The Bengals, well, you watched them fall apart last Thursday to the San Francisco 49ers. Joe Montana's miracle touchdown on 4th and 16 to give the San Francisco 49ers the win and knock the Bengals into a tie for first in the AFC Central. The Steelers we haven't had on this year yet. They are 5-5 as well, and whoever wins today will be in first place in the AFC Central all by themselves. The last 6 weeks of this replay starts right now as Retro Sports Network presents NFL Replay 84. Today from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio, it is a battle for the AFC Central, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best store and podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Because I hit too many buttons, we go right to the opening kick. The Bengals have won the toss. It is 52 degrees, not much wind, about 5 miles an hour. The Steelers will be kicking from left to right. Stanford Jennings is the deep man for Cincinnati. Martin and Brooks, the up men. And this one is underway. It is taken by Jennings at the 2. He gets it across the 20 to the 25 before Seabaugh can make the tackle. That's Gary Anderson, by the way, the kicker for Pittsburgh. So, Cincinnati favored in this one by 5. Ken Anderson gets a start at quarterback. Had a great game against the 49ers last week. Defense just couldn't finish the job for him. He's completed 60.8% of his passes, thrown for 1,221 yards, 8 touchdowns, 11 picks, and a quarterback rating of 71.3. This is Anderson's last full year as a starter. Charles Alexander will go over 100 carries on the year. He is the fullback. Larry Kinnebrew is the tailback. With a good day today, he could hit 500 yards on the season. The flanker is Chris Collinsworth, 54 catches, and if he gets really good numbers today, he could hit 1,000 yards. Steve Kreider is a split end, and M.L. Harris is the tight end. Trap right for Alexander. First play from scrimmage, handoff from Anderson, and he's brought right down by Hinkle. And Dave Remington, who was the center for Cincinnati, has an owie on his finger, and his return is now probable. So not a good start for the Bengals. Let's meet their offensive line. Anthony Munoz, the left tackle. Max Montoya, the left guard. Bruce Kozierski is now in at center. Brian Blados, the good-smelling right guard. And Mike Wilson, the right tackle. 2nd and 11 for the Bengals on their own 24. First possession of the game. Kinnebrew will sweep it to the right side. That's your upper side. And Kinnebrew gets a block, but only to the line of scrimmage as Keith Gary can make the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 11. Steelers play a 3-4. Keith Gary has 4 sacks. He's a left end. Gary Dunn is the nose tackle. And John Goodman, no, not Roseanne's John Goodman, is the right end. Robin Cole is one of the middle linebackers, the wily old vet. Brian Hinkle is on one side. He has 3 sacks and 3 interceptions for the Steelers. Dave Little, what's he doing here? 70 tackles and 3 sacks, a basketball and a wrestling channel as well. And Craig Bingham is the right outside linebacker. He has 16 tackles. Sam Washington is one corner. He has 2 picks. And Wayne Woodruff gets to cover Chris Collinsworth. He has 6 interceptions, including a pick 6. Donnie Shell is the strong safety. And Chris Brown is the free safety. 3rd and 11, 3 wide receivers. Isaac Curtis is at the bottom of your screen. He's the 3rd receiver. Medium fly to Chris Collinsworth is the call. Anderson is blitzed, and he's going to get sacked. Robin Cole got around the block and got to Anderson for a loss of 9. And the Bengals will go 3 and out. They actually will punt from their own goal line, as the line of scrimmage is the Cincinnati 15. So Pat McNally will punt to Louis Lips. Cincinnati has the win behind them. Lips does have a touchdown return, at least possible. Lips driven back to his 36-yard line over the 40 and hit at the 48.
Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
Washington gets called for the hold, and so the Steelers are backed up to their own 29-yard line. Mark Malone has the unfortunate fortune of trying to replace Terry Bradshaw. He's completed 56.5% of his passes, thrown for 2,138 yards, 17 scores, and 8 interceptions. A fantastic quarterback, rating of 92.1, and they tell me a promising career in television after his playing days are done. Frank Pollard is the tailback. He's run for 579 yards. Walter Abercrombie, he's run for 617, so the Steelers do what they do. They can ground and pound. John Stallworth, the flanker, 52 catches, 677 yards. Darrell Nelson, the tight end, he was not there on picture day and hasn't made a catch. I'm assuming he's filling in for someone who's hurt. And the split end is Louis Lips. With a great day today, he could push 1,000 yards. 1st and 10 from their own 29. Abercrombie on a trap right. Walter across the 30, over to 35, and Ross Browner makes a tackle at the 37, a gain of 8. And no, there is no Fitch to go along with Abercrombie in the backfield. Steelers' line is this. Tunch Ilkin is the left tackle. Craig Wolfe, the left guard. Mike Webster is still there at center from the Pittsburgh Glory days. Terry Long, the right guard. And Ray Snell, the right tackle. 2nd down and 2. Pollard, trap left. Hand off from Malone. Pollard does not get it, as Ron Simpkins stands him up at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 2. Bengals play a 3-4. Ross Browner. Tim Crumry is the nose tackle. And Eddie Edwards is the other defensive end. Jeff Shue is the left outside linebacker. Glenn Cameron is the left inside linebacker. Ron Simpkins, who made that tackle, is the right inside linebacker. Guy Frazier is the right outside linebacker. The corners, Ray Horton gets to cover Louis Lips. And Lewis Breeden gets John Stallworth. Breeden has 3 interceptions this year. The safeties, Robert Jackson is on the tight end. Nelson, he's got 3 interceptions. And Jimmy Turner is the free safety. 3rd down and 2. Pollard will sweep it to the near side of the screen for you. He gets a block but doesn't get the first down. Jeff Shue with the tackle, and the Steelers also go 3 and out and will have to punt with 11:55 to go in the first quarter. Clock running as Craig Colquitt comes out. Martin and Simmons, the two return men for Cincinnati. Colquitt from his 23 punts it to Simmons at his 25, and he is hit for a gain of 12. Spot it at the 36, so both teams trade punts. 11:21 first quarter, no score. So glad to have you along on a Tuesday. The red-hot Chicago Bears are on this week. They'll play the Rams. We'll do that game for you tomorrow. 1st and 10, Anderson to throw it. Medium cross to M.L. Harris. Anderson has time. Harris runs his route. First down over midfield. Tackled by Donnie Shell, and that's a gain of 19. And the Bengals have it 1st and 10 on the Steeler 45. Steelers in white with the yellow pants, black helmet, black face mask, and the Steeler logo only on one side. Like the Cleveland Browns, there's one side with no logo on the helmet. Steve Kreider, short slant. Anderson to the air again. He's got time. He's got Kreider, and Steve gets a first down. Hit by Sam Washington for a gain of 12. 1st and 10 on the Steeler 33. Larry Kinnebrew will sweep it near side on first down, or far side on first down. Gets a bit of a block. It's a gain of 3. Goodman, one of the left end, comes out. Mark Catano, he comes in. The Steelers are a banged up bunch. 2nd and 7 for Cincinnati on the Pittsburgh 30. As we said, both teams come in 5 and 5 with first place in the AFC Central on the line. Brooks and Jennings in the game. Both are good receivers. Stanford Jennings. Trap right from Anderson at the 30, and Jennings moves towards the far side. He gets a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. Brian Hinkle already has 3 tackles. So 9:44 to go here in the first quarter, and a scoreless game at Riverfront Stadium. They'll go to the air. Medium cross to Chris Collinsworth. Anderson, there's a flag down. He rolls around. He finds Collinsworth for the first down.
Encroachment defense.
And this penalty will be declined because Catano made contact before the snap, but Collinsworth gets a gain of 14. And the Bengals will have it 1st and 10 on the Steeler 13. Clock stop 9:03. Looking for the first score of the football game. James Brooks on a short flat. Anderson waits, goes far side, incomplete. Montoya's hurt, and he's hobbling off. So Smith, Gary Smith, is now in at left guard. Advantage Steelers, 2nd and 10. Pitch right for James Brooks. Anderson gives it to him. Brooks gets across the 15 to the 10. It's a gain of 7. And word from the sideline is Montoya is gone for the game. So the Bengals missing a huge part of their offensive line. 3rd down and 3. Rodney Holman in at tight end. With Kern, Kern, as they go into a 2 tight end set. Charles Alexander on a pitch to the far near side. Alexander waits for a block. He'll get it. And oh my goodness, what a generous spot. It somehow was a gain of 3, and it's first and goal from the Pittsburgh 3. They'll stay in this formation. 8:12 clock running first quarter. Kinnebrew on a draw. Hand off from Anderson. Kinnebrew waits for the seas to part and gets his 9th touchdown of the year. So the Bengals draw first blood halfway home in the first quarter. 9 plays, 64 yards, 3:51 off the clock. And there is 7.5 to go. Jim Breach with the extra point. Good. So, Bengals do what they did last week. They get the first points of the ball game. Halfway home here in the first. It's the Bengals 7, the Steelers nothing. So Ehrenberg, the deep man for the Steelers, at his 7. Catano and Veals. And 5 yards deep, Pittsburgh will take a knee, and that's where we'll start the second drive. Malone will go to the air for the first time. Trying to find Louis Lips on a medium slant. Bengals blitz. Malone rolls around. Lips open at the 45-50. 45-40. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A one-play, 80-yard drive. And that Bengal defense gets burnt. They have turned into a lobster in boiling water. They are beat red. Louis Breeden just kind of hung on for the ride, and Louis Lips just beat him out. They tried to get him about the 10-yard line, and Lips just stepped around a tackle. And so it's 7-6. That took all of 17 seconds. Extra point from Anderson is good. So how about that? A one-play, 80-yard drive, and the Steelers have tied this game at 7. So again, Jennings, Martin, and Brooks, the receivers here for the Bengals. Kick is taken by an Upman. Martin at the 8. He gets across the 30, hit by at the 37 by Williams. Not a bad opening act for Mark Malone. Trap right for Charles Alexander from the 37, 40, 45. Cuts back in, gets the first down. Mike Wilson, the right tackle, with a big block. And the Bengals set up at their own 47, 6:56 to go in the first quarter. Kreider on a medium slant. Anderson back to throw. He waits. Kreider's open. First down inside the Pittsburgh 40. Sam Washington with the tackle. Spotted at the Steeler 38. Bengals, black jerseys with the orange and black stripes and the tiger helmet, because they are the Bengals, with the black face mask. Before the game, Guns N' Roses welcomed you all to the jungle. Not sure why, but the crowd is excited. Bengals in real life finished 8-8. They are 5-5 coming into this. 1st and 10. Trap right for Stanford Jennings from the Pittsburgh 38. Flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
Somebody moved, and it's Brian Blados, the right guard.
First down.
Draw play to James Brooks on 1st and 15. Brooks gets a block. Hit by Gary Dunn at the 40. A gain of 3. 2nd and 12. James Brooks in the flat. He'll work the far side. Anderson rolls. Brooks has it. Does he have a seam? He cuts inside, outside. Gets a first down. Hit at the 25. A gain of 15. Robin Cole with the tackle. Bengals have a fresh set from the Steeler 25. Anderson, 5 for 6 for 75 yards. Rodney Holman on a short cross. Anderson to throw. Waits does. Holman's got it. Holman has a first down. It's a gain of 12. Donnie Shell with the tackle. So the Steeler defense, the Steel Curtain's got some phrase in it, because the Bengals have thrown it 7 times and completed it 6 for 87 yards. From the 13-yard line. Off tackle right for James Brooks. Handoff from Anderson. Brooks is stood right up by Keith Gary at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10, 4 minutes to go, clock running. So Anderson watches the sidelines. Gary is exhausted for Pittsburgh, but they don't have anybody to put in. Jennings will take a pitch to the far side from the 13. He's got it. He gets around an end over the 10. Dwayne Woodruff makes a tackle at the 7. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 4 for Cincinnati. How you doing, Zalapsky Smurf? Greetings and salutations to you too, sir. We have Pie on the clock. Nothing wrong with that. 3:14 clock running here in the first quarter. Collinsworth, short slant. The Bengals trying for a touchdown. Anderson back waits, throws. Collinsworth, touchdown Cincinnati. So 2 catches for Chris for 21 yards, and the Bengals go up 13-7. Here it is again. And so 20 points on the board in the first quarter. Breach makes the extra point, but it's ugly. But it counts. So 14-7. Let's see what Mark Malone can do this time. The Steelers' touchdown came on a one-play drive, an 80-yard pass to Louis Lips. So Ehrenberg, Catano, and Veals. And it'll just be down for a touchback 4 yards deep. Malone is familiar with this position, where he was the last drive. Walter Abercrombie. Trap left, 1st and 10. And off. And Abercrombie moves the line 5 before Ray Horton can make the tackle. 2nd and 5 for Pittsburgh. They trail 14-7. 2:26 clock running first quarter. Frank Pollard. Sweep to the near side is the call. Handoff from Malone. Pollard gets a block and a first down. Goes out of bounds. But, the right guard, Long, broke his foot. His return is questionable. Blake Wingle now comes in. A Red Sox fan, listening from his job at Al Red Sox Fan World. Al, of course, has bought Legends of Boxing and has his codes and has done a few things. What do you think of that game? What a time to release a new game on a Saturday night. It's a Richard Hanna production. Sold through ASG Games. I did a video on it. 98 seconds to go. First quarter clock stop. 1st and 10 from the Steeler 34. Trap left for Abercrombie. He gets over the first down marker and more. It's a gain of 14. Ray Horton with the tackle. Abercrombie 3 carries for 27 yards. Can't run a trap. We will throw a medium hitch to John Stallworth. Malone throwing on first down. Throws intercepted by Ray Horton. It was tipped by Louis Breeden, and Horton got it. He heard a who and gets 5 yards. Is Al Red Sox World hiring? I don't know. You have to ask him. So with 43 seconds to go in the first quarter, Malone in this first quarter has the ecstasy of a touchdown pass and the agony of an interception. So it's 14-7 Cincinnati. They have it on their own 33. 43 seconds to go. Kennebrew. Al says the game is excellent. A nice pickup to add to your other boxing games. Sweep right for Kennebrew on 1st and 10 to the far side. Larry is chased down by Brian Hinkle for a gain of 3. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. So, Bengals trying to recover from that embarrassment in San Francisco. When we come back, it's 14-7 Cincinnati. That's not what I meant to do. I can't find it. Well, you'll get the commercial at the half because I can't see where the heck the mouse was going. Larry Kennebrew starts the scoring with a 3-yard run halfway through the first quarter to make it 7-0 Bengals. Then, immediately following the touchdown run, a one-play drive, Mark Malone to Louis Lips, an 80-yard touchdown pass to make it 7-7. Then the Bengals, following an 8-play, 63-yard drive, Kenny Anderson found Chris Collinsworth to make it 14-7. Time of possession for the Bengals, 10:54 to 4:06. 10 first downs to 3. Anderson, 7 of 8 for 94 yards. Malone, 1 for 2 for 80. But the Steelers can run the football, and the Bengals, the Steelers can run the football. Let's try to get this commercial in again because I need a drink. Second quarter, 14-7 Bengals. So 2nd and 7 as we start the second quarter, following the turnover. Kennebrew, off tackle right from the Bengal 36, gets the ball over the 40, gain of 6 before Craig Bingham can get him down. Anthony Munoz with a big pull. Of course, the big story, Max Montoya is out and will not be back in this game. They go 2 tight end set here on 3rd and short. Charles Alexander will just go over the Nestea plunge line with a fullback dive, and he gets it. Gain of 2. 1st and 10 from the Bengal 44. Brooks and Jennings come in the game. Rodney Holman, the tight end. Jennings near side, short flat pass. Anderson rolls. Finds Jennings at the 40. Over midfield. It's a gain of 8 before Brian Hinkle can bring him down. Anderson, 8 of 9 for 102. Ball in the Pittsburgh 48. Trap right for James Brooks. Handoff from Anderson. Flag is down. It's a first down if it holds.
Encroachment, defense.
And it will hold.
92, 5-yard penalty.
5 yards either way. They will decline the penalty. 1st and 10 from the Steeler 43. Dwayne Woodruff with the tackle. The clock is stopped. 12:45 to go in the first half. Jennings. Pitch far side is the call. Anderson flips. Jennings waits. He gets a block over the 40. He got a first down. Mike Wilson, the right tackle, with the big block. And the Bengals have put 156 yards onto the steel curtain here in the first quarter and change. 12.5 to go. Clock running here in the second. From the 33, Collinsworth. Medium hitch. Anderson feeling his oats. Steelers blitz. Collinsworth goes down to Jennings. 30, 20. 10, and he is hit by Chris Brown at the 2-yard line. So Anderson checked it down, and the Steelers were taking a nap. They jammed the line of scrimmage at Pittsburgh, but they didn't double anybody. So it's 1st and goal from the Pittsburgh 2. Charles Alexander. Trap left, 1st and 10, handoff from Anderson, and Alexander is brought down by Robin Cole at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and goal. Bengals trying to get a 2-touchdown lead here. Kennebrew. Fullback dive, trying to do the nesty plunge from the 2. He leaps and scores. And for Kennebrew, that's his 2nd touchdown today. And the Bengals have a 2-touchdown lead. Here it is again. And so the Bengals, again, this is a battle for first place in the AFC Central. Extra point from Breach is good. So, Bengals do their job. 10:23 to go in the first half. Cincinnati 21, Pittsburgh 7. Ehrenberg, Catano, and Veals. Back to return it. It'll be Ehrenberg at his 9, over the 20. 30, hit by Griffin at the 33, a 25-yard gain. Ehrenberg in the backfield with Polly. Yeah, Cincy looking good, Jamie. You could turn that off if you want, Zarly. If it went full screen, I'd leave it on, but it doesn't, and it reverts back, so it got shut off. See what the Bengals can blow this week, right? Ehrenberg. Trap left on 1st and 10. Ehrenberg brought down by Ray Horton for a gain of 1, and I wasn't supposed to run a trap. That's what the color stuff means on the screen. 2nd and 9 for Pittsburgh on their own 34. Pollard off tackle right to the near side. Pollard over the 35. He powers ahead for 3. Shoo with a tackle. That's a gain of 3. And on 3rd and 6, 3 wide receivers. Thompson. Weegee Thompson. So Malone will throw only for the 3rd time in the first half. 80 Steelers were kind of like the 80s Yankees. Always contending, but never able to close the deal. Stallworth on a medium slant. Malone under center. This is going to get picked, I think. Malone rolls around, throws. Intercepted again by Louis Breeden. That's his 4th pick of the year. And the Bengals force another turnover. So spot it at the Cincinnati 42. So Malone hasn't thrown an incomplete pass. He's just throwing 2 to the other team. So 1st and 10 for the Bengals on their own 42. 8:40 to go, first half, and they already lead it 21-7. Collinsworth on a medium fly pass. Anderson is blitzed. Anderson throws. Collinsworth at the 40. First down, a gain of 20. And for Chris, that's his 3rd catch of the game for 41 yards. So, 8.5 to go here in the first half. Ball on the Steeler 38. Trap right for Jennings. And he gets it to 35-30. It's a first down, a gain of 11. The steel curtain has been welded open. on a sweep to the right from the Steeler 27, gets the handoff, and moves the line too before Brian Hinkle can do his job. Hits his 7th tackle, 2nd and 8. And Cincinnati already in field goal range. Steve Kreider. Short out is the call. Anderson to throw. Goes up top to Brooks instead. James Brooks, he is short. He does not get the first down. He reached for it but couldn't get it. Anderson is now 11 of 12 for 161 yards. So 3rd down and really short. Maybe half a yard. From the Steelers 17. Fullback dive for James Brooks. Handoff from Anderson. Brooks, oh-ho, gets a gain of 6. And a huge cheer goes up at Riverfront because the center, Dave Remington, is back in the game. So a fresh set for the Bengals as they set up at the Steeler 11 following the 2nd interception by Mark Malone. Holman is tired. Short cross to Rodney the call. Anderson has all day. He finds Brooks, who gets a gain of 6. Eccles, the inside linebacker, holding his arm for Pittsburgh. Gary is exhausted at the right defensive end for the Steelers. 5:46. Clock is stopped. 2nd and 4 from the Steeler 5. Alexander on a draw. Handoff from Anderson. Pittsburgh blitzes, and he gets back to the line. Eccles comes back in, and it's 3rd and 4. Robin Cole has 7 tackles. How good have the Bengals been today? Well, they're 5 for 6 on 3rd down. Collinsworth on a short cross for the touchdown. Anderson finds Collinsworth for 6 points. So Chris, 4 catches, 46 yards, and that's his 8th touchdown of the year. With 5:01 to go in the first half, it's now 27-7. So following the Malone turnover, 8 plays, 58 yards, and 3:39 off the clock. Let's see it again. Breach with the extra point. That's good. So Ehrenberg, Woods, and Veal. And this one will get returned. Ehrenberg from the 3 to the 20. Hit at the 25 by Maidlow. And remember, can't run a trap. Pollard and Abercrombie in the backfield. And the reason why Gary is so tired is that they have nobody else. They only have 4 down linemen the entire game. Wow. Sounds more like a law firm than a backfield. Yeah. I was about to say, it'd be nice if they had a running back by the name of Fitch. Abercrombie off tackle right. 1st and 10 from the Steeler 25. He's over the 30. That's a gain of 5. Walter, 4 carries for 32 yards. 2nd and 5. Steelers just trying to get something going before the end of the half. Frank Pollard sweeping to the near side here on 2nd and 5. Over the 30. Flag is down.
Holding offense. Number 73, 10-yard
And so
penalty.
take the 4-yard gain off the board and tack on 10 for the hold by Wolfie. So 2nd and 15 for the Steelers. I don't know why I hit the replay button. It's going to be a flat pass to Pollard. Near side, Malone throws. Pollard can't get there, and it's 3rd down. So the Steelers only have the 1 first down. Of course, it came attached to an 80-yard touchdown pass. Pollard in the backfield by himself. Thompson, Ouija Thompson, the third receiver. Malone out of the gun. Pollard to block. Lips on a medium fly. Malone throws. Lips has it. First down over the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 23. 2 injuries. Rosano for the Bengals, 2 for the Bengals. Simpkins and Rosano. Simpkins stays in the game. Rosano is holding his tricep. Louis Lips isn't sinking a lot of ships. He is getting a lot of yards. 2 catches now for 103. So 3:49, 1st and 10. Steeler ball on their own. 1st and 10. Ehrenberg. Off tackle right as he's in for Abercrombie. Ehrenberg go 45-50. First down. That's a gain of 12. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at the Bengal 45. 3:40 to go. Pollard. Fullback dive. Handoff from Malone. Pollard stood right up by Robert Jackson for a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 for the Steelers. Abercrombie back in the ball game. Quick pitch to Abercrombie. They run the option. Abercrombie has a first down. He found the lane right away. Guy Frazier makes a tackle. 2:25. The Steelers. What are we going to do? We'll take it to the 2-minute warning, and so will we. 2 minutes to go. Ball on the Bengal 34. Steelers trail 28-7. Darrell Nelson. That can't be their starting tight end. Short cross. 1st and 10. Malone scrambles. He gets over the 30. Simpkins brings him down for a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4, and the Steelers are in no hurry as they get back to the line. Abercrombie will sleep to the far side, and he gets a block as McCat screams at the door. That is a gain of 5, and he gets out of bounds with 1:22 to go. Steelers have all 3 timeouts, and they have it on the Bengal 23. Stallworth. Medium slant. Pittsburgh will not audible. Malone waits. Has time, and he threw into... Well, Tim Crumry knocked the ball out of his arm going forward. So that is not that's an incomplete pass. That's not a fumble. And we'll stop the clock with the buck 16. Ehrenberg in the flat. Far side. Malone blitzed. He throws. Ehrenberg's got it. 20, 10. He is hit. There's a flag down.
Offsides. Defense. Number 73. 5-yard penalty.
Edwards could be offside for here until doomsday, and Pittsburgh isn't taking that penalty. It's a gain of 18, and it's 1st and goal for the Steelers on the Bengal 5 with 1:07 to go. Frank Pollard on a draw, handoff from Malone to Pollard, and Pollard will score. No, he's short. He's short. They thought he was in. He was not. Pittsburgh will take their time. The ball is about 3 blades of pukey plastic AstroTurf away from being a touchdown. And would you imagine that? Everyone is where they're supposed to be in the Pittsburgh special teams. So 2nd and goal. Pollard Fullback dive, handoff from Malone, and that will be a touchdown. So 29 seconds to go. 12 plays, 75 yards, 4:21 off the clock. And the Steelers make this a 2-touchdown game pretty much going into halftime. So here comes Gary Anderson, and the extra point is good. So Jennings, Martin, and Brooks, the Steelers will get the second half kick, by the way. Jennings from his 1 to the 10, 20, 30, hit by Brown at the 31. 20 seconds to go. Isaac Curtis, the third receiver. They're going to try something here. Collinsworth on a long slant. Pittsburgh blitzes. They get around the corner, and Robin Cole brings down Kenny Anderson for a 10-yard loss. And with 12 seconds to go, the Steelers do call timeout. Jennings on a draw from the 21. Stanford, 25-30. Hit by Cole for a gain of 12, and that will end the first half. Halfway home here at Riverfront in this AFC Central Battle Royale. It's the Bengals 28, the Steelers 14. We'll be back in a moment. So if you joined us... Oh, I shot too early. If you joined us late, here's how we got here in the second quarter. Larry Kinnebrew, a 2-yard run, the top of 9 plays, 67-yard drive to make it 21-7. Anderson to Collinsworth the second time with 5:01 to go. Jim Breach with the extra point. 8 plays, 58 yards to make it 28-7. Then just a few moments ago, Frank Pollard, a 1-yard run to make it 28-14. First downs 19-9 in favor of Cincinnati. Net yards 249 to 206. Time of possession 19:39 for the Bengals and 10:21 for the Steelers. Malone 3 for 7 to $121 and a quarterback rating of 89.9. Anderson 13 for 14 for 172, and the Bengals have run it 23 times for 96 yards. Ehrenberg back deep as we start the second half. Breach to the 6. Ehrenberg out to the 20, 30, 2-yard line. Oh, it is fun. And Dave Gardner Flowers just came over from his Fortnite stream. And remember, for every 35 people you kill on Fortnite, go to DaveGardnerFlowers.com and get a bouquet of red roses. That's at DaveGardnerFlowers.com. Delivery available, literally. And that's not something you normally hear on a Ratcast stream, that's for sure. First and 10 for the Steelers as we start the second half. Bengals up 28-14. Put in the code new co-host at DaveGardnerFlowers.com. And you can join me as my new co-host on Digital to Dice. Got you. It'll be Malone at quarterback, Pollard and Abercrombie the running back, Stallworth and Louis Lips. No, this is not Fortnite, D. Scott Howard. Nelson the tight end, Ilkin and Snell the tackles, Wolfie and Wingle are the guards, and Mike Webster is the center. First and 10 for the Steelers. Frank Pollard Trap right from their own 32. Pollard gets hit at the near side at the 35 and long. You know what? He recovered from his broken foot. What the heck did they do to that? Here, we want you to play right guard. Would you please stand and block this 250-pound linebacker standing on a broken foot? You're waiting for a code to come in. Well, if you look out your window, you can see CJ holding a spotlight with a Batman there. You feel all your guys' pain. So, yes, new co-host at Dave Gardner Flowers, and then you get to see me work with a new co-host on digital device. 2nd down and 7. Abercrombie will sweep it left side on 2nd and 7, and he is hit behind the line. Ilkin missed the block, and Glenn Cameron will get the tackle. 3rd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Thompson, the third receiver. Ouija Thompson. Stallworth on a medium cross. Malone under center, rolls around, throws to Stallworth. That's a first down. Louis Breeden with the tackle. That's a gain of 14. 13:52. Clock running third quarter. Don't forget, it won't be tonight because he's got to work. Dave has been taking out inside pitch for a spin. And if you're a Kansas City Royal fan, I suggest you go and watch some of that, because you'd like it. Pollard and Ehrenberg down the backfield for the Steelers on 1st and 10. Draw play to Ehrenberg. Handoff from Malone. Ehrenberg over the 50. Got a good block. It's a gain of 8. Robert Jackson brings him down by the shoulders. It'll be 2nd and 2. Stallworth on a medium slant. Malone, this is trouble. He'll throw. Horrible pass to Stallworth. That should have been picked off. It'll be 3rd and 2. My goodness, that was ugly. Abercrombie back in the game. He'll go off tackle right here. Handoff from Malone, and he is brought down in the backfield by Louis Breeden for a 1-yard loss. So Craig Colquitt will come out to punt on 4th and 3. 6 plays, 23 yards, and a punt. And with the wind behind Colquitt's back, he will aim for the sidelines. And he does. That's a good punt. That will roll dead at about the 2-yard line. 43-yard punt, no return. Bengals start the second half on their own 2. It'll be Anderson at quarterback. Kinnebrew and Alexander the running backs. Collinsworth and Kreider the wide receivers. Rodney Holman the tight end. Munoz and Wilson the tackles. Smith and Blados the guards. And Dave Remington, coming off an injury of his own, is the center. Fullback dive for Alexander. Handoff from Anderson. Alexander moves it to the 6, where Gary, the lone right defensive end, he got so tired in the first half, makes the tackle. Ball on the 6. Catano and Gary, the ends, done the tackle. Pittsburgh, they're not quite the steel curtain. Bingham and Hinkle, the outside linebackers. Dave Little and Robin Cole, the middle linebackers. Woodruff and Washington, the corners. Shell and Brown, the safeties. Jamie, his fatigue rating got down to 42. But Pittsburgh has only 4 down linemen. Kinnebrew, off tackle right from the 6. Handoff, gets around a would-be tackler, and Woodruff brings him down at the 10 for a gain of 4. 3rd and 2. Kreider, medium cross. Anderson, back, throws. Kreider's got it. 1st and 10, a gain of 16. Sam Washington, his 3rd tackle. Anderson has had a day that he would like to remember forever, 14 of 15 for a $188 and 2 scores. 10 to go in the third, clock running. Brooks and Jennings in the backfield now. James Brooks, trap right from the Cincinnati 26. He gets kind of a block. Eccles is hurt again. And I think he broke his arm. It's a 2-yard gain. 9:22, 2nd and 8. Actually, if you're a game creator or a distributor, this is our Black Friday show week, by the way, send your Black Friday specials to digitaltodice@yahoo.com. And Dave is getting them all together. Deadline to get that in is Sunday, is when we tape the show. If Cincinnati gets another TD, it might be time for an early appearance of Don Meredith's vocals, brought to you by Lipton Iced Tea. 2nd and 8. Jennings in the flat, goes near side. Anderson finds Jennings. Jennings over the 30. First down, 40-yard line. Hit by Sam Washington for a gain of 14. Kenny is now 15 of 16 for 202. 9:14 in the third. Bengals 1st and 10, their own 42. Trap right for James Brooks. And Brooks gets 2. Catano had him wrapped up. Pittsburgh not doing a lot of tackling. They're doing a lot of grabbing. So 2nd and 8 for Cincinnati as we get close to the halfway mark of the third quarter. Jennings will sweep it right side. Hand off from Anderson. Jennings pushes everybody along for a gain of 5. Brian Hinkle is 8th tackle. Cincinnati is 7 for 8 on 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from their own 49. And the Bengals have taken 4 minutes off the clock. Holman. Short slant to the tight end. They blitz. Anderson goes over the middle. Holman's got it for a first down. That's a gain of 10. And Cincinnati keeps matriculating that ball. Now at the Steeler 41. 7:07 to go. Kennebrew and Alexander come back in the game. Off tackle right for Charles Alexander. He gets over the 40, hit by Gary Dunn after a gain of 4. And the Bengals just look to be very comfortable right now with 6:25 in the third and a 2-touchdown lead. They are not in breach range yet. Alexander on a short flat pass near side. Anderson waits. Alexander's got it. Does he have any room? Down the sideline, first down. Pushed out by Brian Hinkle, but not before Charles could get a gain of 9. So 10 plays now, 70 yards. 5:44 to go here in the third. Remember, if you're a game designer or a game distributor, we want to know what you're doing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That's digital2, the word T-O, dice@yahoo.com. And tell them that Uncle Ron sent you. Off tackle right for Kennebrew. Steelers show blitz. They'll stick with a play on 1st and 10. Kennebrew, he got about 2. Brian Hinkle's had a busy day. That's his 10th tackle, 2nd and 8. And they certainly could punch home a field goal from here, from the Steeler 26. Far side, Kennebrew on a flat pass, and Pittsburgh back on their heels. They'll call time. Bengals change running backs. They'll put Brooks and Jennings back in. Collinsworth on a medium slant. Anderson has time. Anderson goes down to Jennings. Stanford gets a first down. That's a gain of 13. Hinkle again with the tackle. Anderson is now thrown for 234 yards. And is certainly bucking for Digital Dice Player of the Game. 1st and 10 from the 13. Brooks will sweep it to the right. Flag is down.
Encroachment, defense. Number 67.
It's done.
5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So Brooks was outsmarted by Dunn. And get your CDs in the lobby, okay? So instead, it's 1st and 5 from the Pittsburgh 8. Brooks. Fullback dive. Steelers jam the line. No audible. Brooks stood up by Bingham for no gain. 2nd and 5. 4.5 to go. The Bengals. Yes, you got it. A rim shot indeed from Tribe Fan for Brooks and Dunn. Kreider. Short cross from the 8-yard line. Anderson's going to get sacked by Dunn. Brooks couldn't block him, so Gary makes the sack. It's 3rd and 10. 3:57 to go. They'll go 3 wide. Kennebrew the lone setback. Hale block. Anderson out of the gun. Medium hitch. To Collinsworth. Anderson rolls around. Nope. They doubled Collinsworth and he threw it away. But they did take 8 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. So Jim Breach to kick. Pat McNally will hold. Rand is drawing maps in the stands. From 30. It's good. 16 plays, 85 yards, 8 minutes gone. 3:15 to go here in the third. It's Cincinnati 31, Pittsburgh 14. We'll talk about the Cleveland Baseball Club in a minute. Yeah, Anderson can't hit that's 2 incomplete passes. Yeah, he's only has a completion percentage of 90%. That's just god awful. Ehrenberg back deep. He will return from the end zone to the 10. Hit at the 14. That was not the smartest of moves. And the Steelers come back out. 3:06 to go in the third. They trail 31-14. The team formerly known as the Indians were supposed to release all their new uniforms and stuff yesterday, as they have now graduated to the Cleveland Guardians. But somebody in the legal department of the Cleveland American League Baseball Club did not research that the roller derby franchise representing the city of Cleveland is also named the Guardians. And so the roller derby people are suing the baseball people for copyright infringement. You can't make this stuff up. And because that lawsuit has still not been settled, they can't release any of the new Guardian stuff for the Cleveland American League Baseball Club. It was settled this morning. I mean, you would think that would be easy. We'll give you all the season tickets that you want. Abercrombie, trap right. 1st and 10 from the 14. Over the 20, he will get a gain of 9 before Breeden can make their... Both teams are keeping their names. The Guardians will become the Indians, and the Indians will become the Guardians. I don't understand how you not know that, to be honest. I mean, you're not talking about the law firm of Pollard, Abercrombie, and Earhart, or whatever the heck his name is. How would you not know? 2nd and 1. Pollard trap left. Hand off from Malone. Pollard is stripped down behind the line. Glenn Cameron, a 2-yard gain. A 2-yard loss. And it'll be 3rd and 3. Roller Derby died in 2001, but the copyright still exists. So what they settle for? 3rd down and 3 is what we're settling for here. 2:17 to go in the 3rd. Lips. Medium slant. Malone back to throw. He is blitzed and he's brought down by Shue, and Abercrombie's hobbling off. And Abercrombie's done. So Ehrenberg comes in on 4th and 12. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to find another place to buy your ripped jeans because Abercrombie is now closed. For years, Jamie tells us, the equipment manager owned the rights to the name of the New York Cosmos. Craig Colquitt will stand on his goal line for the punt. Gets it away. Taken at the 41 by Simmons, and they'll just let Hall for a fair catch. 47-yard punt, no return. 1st and 10 for the Bengals on their own 41, 1:32 to go. Here in the 3rd. Collinsworth on a medium slant. Anderson, this is trouble. This is real trouble. He throws, intercepted by Pittsburgh. 30-20. It'll be Donnie Shell, and it's a 43-yard return. So Anderson throws a terrible pass, and Donnie Shell intercepted it. Boom. So ball at the Cincinnati 12. Pittsburgh. They're got a lifeline now. Pollard will sweep it to the right. Zone blitz for the Bengals. They stick with the play. Pollard over the 10. He's hit by Shue at the 7. That's a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 from the Bengals 7. Fullback dive by Ehrenberg. Handoff from Malone. Flag is down. Ehrenberg gets 2.
Holding offense. Number 74.
But
10-yard
Long,
penalty.
playing on that broken foot, gets called for the hold. Backs him up 10, 2nd and 15. 1:06 to go here in the 3rd. Ehrenberg on a short flat. He won't get it as Malone is sacked. He's hurt. Nelson, the tight end, is out. Malone will stay in the game. He's holding his finger, and on 3rd and 18, they're going to come get him. So at least for the moment, it's David Woodley who hasn't played this year. 3rd and 18. Stallworth. Woodley back to throw. Stallworth. Touchdown. They convert. So as they tape up Mark Malone's finger, David Woodley strikes for the touchdown. That Bengal defense and Swiss cheese are pretty much synonymous. Gary Anderson with the extra point is good. So Nelson's back. Jennings, Martin, and Brooks as the closing stages of the 3rd quarter. 5 yards deep. It's a touchback. Quarterback controversy in Pittsburgh. That was Woodley's first pass of the replay. Alexander. Trap right from the 20. Handoff from Anderson. Alexander gets 4. 46 seconds. Clock running. We'll have one more play here in the 3rd quarter. Kinnebrew. Again, we'll sweep it to the right. Handoff from Anderson. He is hit for a loss of 2, and that's Brian Hinkle's 13th tackle. So time for the 4th quarter. 15 minutes to go at Riverfront. Bengals by 10, 31-21. So third quarter scoring, Jim Breach, 16 plays, 85-yard, 30-yard field goal. And the Bengals went up 31-14. But following Mark Malone jamming his finger, David Woodley comes in, throws his first pass of the year on 3rd and 18, a 20-yard touchdown to John Stallworth, following a Bengal interception to make it 31-21. Bengals have had the ball 28-58. Pittsburgh 16-02. Net yards 331 for Cincy, 249 for Pittsburgh. First downs 24-11 in favor of Cincinnati. Abercrombie, who was having a good game for Pittsburgh, is done. 9 carries, 53 yards. So third down and 8 for the Bengals on their own 22 as we start the fourth quarter. Short slant to Steve Crowder, the call. Anderson gonna get sacked. The ball is loose.
Offsides. Offense. Number 82. 5-yard.
And they're gonna punt. The Bengals have forgotten how to play football for the second straight week. So 4th and 8. Wifey's going to work. She made spaghetti. Yummy, yummy. Pat McNally to punt deep. Louis Lips back to return on his 45. Driven well back inside his 30. He is hit at midfield and more. Oh, he got a 28-yard return before Dave Remington brought him down. So the Bengals, this is the ultimate 45-minute team. They're doing exactly what they did against the 49ers. Mark Malone back in the game. Off tackle left for Ehrenberg from the 41. Ehrenberg over the 40. That's a gain of 7. Guy Frazier with the tackle. Pollard. Off tackle right. Near side. Handoff from Malone. Pollard gets a first down over the 30. Hit by Leo Barker at the 28. That's a gain of 6. So the Steelers, they don't act like a team that's down by 10 points, do they? Lips. Medium hitch. Nickel blitz for the Bengals. Malone. He's flushed. He throws. There's a flag
Pass
down.
Interference.
But
Defense.
the Bengals
Number
get called for
56,
pass interference.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That on Simpkins. Who's the coach for Cincinnati? Are we at White stage yet? Yes. The Bengals beat Pittsburgh at Three Rivers 31-3. But they have lost 2 straight. They lost to Houston 24-10, and San Francisco beat them in pretty much walk-off fashion 31-27 on Thursday. Their defense up until the last couple of weeks was playing pretty well. Seattle, Atlanta, Cleveland, New Orleans, and Buffalo. So Cincinnati has a pretty easy schedule after this. But they got to beat the Steelers today. 1st and 10 for the Steelers on the Bengal 23. Pollard. Off tackle right. 13-12 to go in the game. Pollard brought down by Simmons for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. They're going to go to the air. Medium cross to John Stallworth. Malone looks around, throws, nobody's there. Louis Breeden tipped it up, 3rd and 8 for the Steelers. Thompson, the third receiver. Ouija up top with Stallworth. Lips at the bottom of your screen. Lips on a medium hitch. Malone under center. Waits. Throws. Lips. Touchdown. Louis Lips has made 3 catches today, and 2 of them have been for scores. He now has 8 on the year, and now it's a 4-point game with 12:18 to go. Here comes the extra point. Anderson converts it, and it's a field goal game. I've seen this movie before, haven't you? Jennings, Martin, and Brooks. It'll be Jennings at his goal line to the 10, 21-yard line. So the Bengals need points, preferably 7. Holman on a short slant, 1st and 10. Anderson waits. Anderson finds Holman. Holman has a first down. Remington jams his finger again. 12 to go. Bengals holding on to a 3-point lead. Ball in the Cincinnati 33. Tonight on NBC, following the game, will be the Budweiser NFL report. Time permitting, followed by Silver Spoons, in which we just watch Aaron Gray for another half hour. There's no script. Got the best ratings in NBC history last week. It was just great. Meanwhile, Arnold and Willis find a way to get in trouble on different strokes. On Amazing Stories, again, we spent an hour on Aaron Gray's makeup trailer, because why not? It's NBC. Alfred Hitchcock presents. Another reporter gets sent to a small town in Maine and disappears. I wonder what that could possibly be. Followed by the NBC Sunday night movie, We Can Make Trashy Movies Too, starring Dana Plato. That's all tonight on NBC. 1st and 10 from the Bengal 33. Trap right for Alexander. Hand off from Anderson. Alexander moves 3 before Dwayne Woodruff can make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Stanford Jennings now in the game at running back. He'll sweep it far side on 2nd and 7. Jennings gets a block over the 40. That's a gain of 5. 3rd and 2. There's a season high now, 52 yards rushing. Dana Plato getting work in the RSN world. Who would have been the ABC equivalent of Valerie Bertinelli and Dana Plato? Stubing's daughter on the Love Boat? I forget. Jill Whalen was her name, right? Or is her name. She's still with us. So is Valerie. James Brooks. Trap right, 3rd and 2. Anderson hands off. Brooks does not get the first down. Gary with the tackle, and the Bengals are going to have to punt. Pat McAnally to Louis Lips. Pittsburgh let it roll inside the 10. The Bengal defense has to do something. It's a 3-point game. It'll roll dead at the 12. It's a 47-yard punt. Mariel Hemingway maybe for ABC? No, she wasn't a teen star in the 80s, was she? Pollard will sweep right on 1st and 10. Chinese fire drill played. That ball is loose. Malone picks it up, and it's a loss of 1. No, because Plato was on different strokes all those years on NBC, and Valerie Bertinelli was the teen star on CBS. There was no Fox in '84. Maybe Aaron Moran, Joni from Happy Days. 2nd and 11. Ball on the Steeler 11. Ehrenberg. Trap left. Hand off from Malone. And he's brought down for a loss of 1 by Cameron. It'll be 3rd and 12. Leo, that's true. Later in the 80s, Leo DiCaprio. He wasn't doing any TV movies, though. Also, could have probably bought the American Broadcasting Company at one point. Stop Warfare is doing Bengals San Diego, week 10 of 81 season. That'll be a 95-93 game. Bengals up 17-6 at the half. Two teams with great offenses and no defenses. Third down and 12 for the Steelers. Thompson in the as wide receiver. Ouija, medium slant. Malone under center from his 10. Waits, throws. Thompson's got it. Gain of 21. Ouija Thompson. And Pittsburgh has it at their own 31. 8:16 to go. The Bengals were up big early, and then their defense forgot to play defense. Pollard, sweeping right on 1st and 10 from the 31. Gets a block, hit at the 34 by Ross Browner. Tracy Gold is in. Yes, okay, you got it. Or her older sister, Missy. She was in Benson. And this is the type of thing you don't hear about in the Fortnite stream. So, yes, the Gold sisters. That'll work. That could be ABC's hook. To have two of them they could exploit in teen drama movies. 2nd down and 7 for the Steelers. They trail by a field goal. Ball on their own 34. Halfway home here in the 4th quarter. Stallworth. Short slant. Bengals blitz. Malone sticks with a play. That seems like a good idea or not. The ball is deflected, and Malone is hurt again. And so now you might wrong network. Justine Bate, the Mark Woodley, It'll be David Woodley. That's what I was trying to say. He's already thrown a pass in this game, and now he's back. They look at Malone's finger. 3rd down and 7. Short slant to Louis Lips. Woodley rolls around. He's got Lips open. 1st down. A gain of 14. Ball at the Steeler 48. 6:42. Clock running. Bengals up 31-28. Ehrenberg. Off tackle right. That's a gain of 4. Justine's brother actually is the more famous of that sibling pair now. Jason being in a number of TV shows and movies. 2nd down and 6. 48-yard line to Cincinnati. Mr. Belvedere was an ABC show. Whoever said Tracy Gold, the Gold sisters, I think, Missy and Tracy. I think that's what they would do to counter Dana Plato and Valerie Bertinelli being on Teen Angst Movie of the Weeks. Stallworth. Medium slant on 2nd and 6. Woodley to throw again. He rolls down. He throws over the middle. Stallworth's got it. It's a gain of 17. So Woodley throws into double coverage, and it worked. 1st and 10, 5:20 to go. Bengal 31-yard line. Ehrenberg in the flat. Woodley gonna get dropped. That's a sack by Guy Frazier. Tonight on the ABC Sunday Night Movie. What happens when you're moved out of the front row? Starring Bob Uecker, Alex Karras, and Webster. Yeah, that was the start of the joke, was Aaron Gray. The top of the hour stuff. 2nd down and 14. And the Steelers are really missing Mark Malone right about now. Trap right to Pollard. Bengals in a dime blitz. They stick with the play. Hand off to Pollard. Hit over the 30. At Livingston is back for Cincinnati. It's a gain of 8, 3rd and 6. That's right. This is a Movie of the Week channel. There's a football game on in the background. So 3rd down and 6. Steelers trying to go ahead. 4:02 to go in the ball game. Thompson is the 3rd receiver. Pollard will block. Woodley out of the gun. No, not today. Not right now. Where am I? 3rd and 6, 27-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Medium slant to Lips, who's had a magnificent day. Woodley rolls around, throws, Lips, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Louis Lips, 5 catches, 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Pittsburgh pulls ahead 34-31. Bet you got plenty of time. Here comes the kick. It's good. It's all he does is catch touchdowns. It's been amazing. So 3:16 to go. 35-31 Steelers. They've come all the way back. They trailed 31-14, but Bengals do what they do best and not play defense. The kick to the 5, Jennings, 20, 30. Hit the 34. This one isn't over yet. They have 3:06. They need a touchdown. Brooks and Jennings in the backfield. Kreider on a short out. Anderson 1st and 10. Pittsburgh blitzes, throws complete. Kreider has it, 1st down. Out of bounds after a gain of 12. Yeah, Woodley, every other pass is a TD. Dwayne Woodruff. So Woodley, 4 for 4 for 78 yards since coming in for an injured Mark Malone. And Anderson, 20 for 23 for 258 yards. Jennings, trap left. From the 46, he gets 4 to midfield. Second and 6, ball on the 50, 2:51 to go. Bengals have time. Collinsworth on a medium out. Anderson has time. He goes down to Jennings instead. Stanford checks back in. It's a gain of 4. 2:22 and the clock is stopped. 3rd down and 2. So Jennings on a run will trap right. And this will take us to the 2-minute warning regardless. Jennings gets a block. He will get the 1st down. That's a gain of 3. And so we've hit the 2-minute warning. Bengals trail 35-31. Ball is on the Pittsburgh 43. They need 43 yards to win, and they don't want to leave Woodley with enough time to win it. Kreider. Another short out. Anderson to throw. Kreider far side. He's got it. And he will get hit by Harvey Clayton for a gain of 7. 1:54 to go. Bengals not in a hurry. M.L. Harris, the tight end. Medium slant, 2nd and 3. Anderson to throw. Harris works his way free. He is hit for a gain of 16. 1:25 to go. Ball on the Pittsburgh 20. Bengals go to the line. Collinsworth. Medium slant. Anderson, this is trouble. He better get rid of it. He does. Intercepted by Dwayne Woodruff. Donnie Shell tipped it, and Dwayne Woodruff makes his 7th interception of the year. He takes it out to the 19. Here it is again. Strat Warfare's neighbor and best friend was a huge Steeler fan, I'm sorry. And when Swan retired, he swore up and down that Sweeney, Ouija, and Lips, and also Theo Bell were the second coming. Not quite. You're right. Not quite. So the Steelers with 1:08 on the ball on their own 19. Stallworth. Medium slant. Woodley. Trying to get a first down. Rolls around. Stallworth has it first down at the 40. Gain of 21. And it looks like the Bengals are going to slide to 5-6 Pittsburgh. 6-5. Here's their road. Since losing to Miami in Week 6 to be 2-4, they are about to be 4-1. They beat the 49ers in San Francisco. They shut out the Colts in Indianapolis. A 1-point loss to Atlanta at home. They beat the Oilers 14-3. A win today at Cincinnati gives them 6-5. They have Houston and Cleveland again before the end of the year, and it looks pretty good now for for Pittsburgh to win. Now, Lips was okay, but he wasn't Lynn Swan. 58 seconds, 2 timeouts for the Bengals. Ehrenberg on a dive. Bengals trying to strip this out. Ehrenberg gets 3 yards. They call time on 2nd and 7. And now Woodley will take the kneel. 51 seconds. Bengals call their last timeout. Woodley takes the knee. 49 seconds to go. The clock is running. Yep, that's right, Jamie. The last 2 games, first half Anderson, second half Anderson has been good Kirk and evil Kirk in a Star Trek episode. Woodley will take the delay of game. And with what? And he didn't get the penalty. He was supposed to get the delay of game penalty. And he didn't get it. And so the Bengals have 1 shot. They have given the Bengals a chance here. He was supposed to take the delay of game penalty, and I was supposed to punt it away. Wow. Well, that was screwed up. All right. Hail Mary. Anderson to throw. Tight end. No. And that'll do it. They got away with it. Woof. Well, yep. Evil Kirk showed up in the second half, and the Bengals have lost this one. It's Pittsburgh 35, Cincinnati 31. So the Steelers come from 21 down after David Woodley comes in the game. David Woodley comes in. He throws 2 touchdown passes. Louis Lips had a heck of a game. So 35-31 to score. 28-19 first downs in favor of Cincinnati. Yardage 397 to 395. Take a look at these injuries. There are 4 of them. Goodman out 2 weeks. Eccles out 4. Abercrombie's out 2. And Malone is out 3 weeks. He broke his finger. Rosano out 3 weeks. And Montoya out Spock with a beard. Yeah. And so David Woodley, 5 for 5, 99 yards and 2 scores. But Louis Lips is your digital dice player of the game. 5 catches, 165 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the Bengals do what the Bengals do, and that's not play defense. Final score, 35-31, Pittsburgh. Tomorrow, let's show you the games we got coming up. Tomorrow, we will have for you, we will do the Bears and the Rams, and then Thursday, the Raiders and the Seahawks. All this week on Retro Sports Network. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the Bears and the Rams. So long, everybody.